Alright, so this is my 53 F-100 sitting on a 98 Ford Explorer all-wheel drive with a 5.0 and automatic Explorer chassis. As you can see, it sits nice and low. Wheelbase fits almost perfectly. I just got to a point where I could wheel it out of my garage today. I got it running finally, and figured I could talk about it a little bit. This truck was basically the truck that I learned how to drive in. So I've had it a long time. And it was restored once already in the 80s. And it was just kind of time for it to be brought at least into the 2000s. So you see some of the stuff on here is 80s style. And as I get more time, I'll be fixing it. But these are Detroit steel 20-inch wheels. You might be able to tell that there are two different offsets to make it look like it's got big tires in the back, even though all four tires are the same size because it's all-wheel drive. You might notice that the bed is not a 53, that's from an 80, because the first time it was restored, my dad used an 80 F-100 for parts. This is the truck that I bought to be a parts rig. It was not a wrecked, perfectly good running Eddie Bauer Explorer, and I lifted the entire body off, as you can see, in one piece, set it on a dolly and wheeled it out, and then just put the 53 cab right on the frame. I'll show you the motor mounts, or the chassis mounts, here in a little bit. Alright, so I used a Ron Francis complete wiring harness, and they supplied every single wire, and it came with really good instructions as far as how to hook up each sensor. Even though it looks like a total cluster right there, it actually is really organized, and I was just waiting until I got it done and running to finish looming everything up. Just wanted to make sure it was all good before I closed everything. This will be sitting underneath the seats. You won't be able to see it, but it'll still be close enough where I can access it if I need to. The computer was also reprogrammed to remove all emissions, because I don't need emissions where I live. And it was also programmed to remove the PATS key. All I'm using is the 1980 steering column and a regular old key. Works great. Here's one more thing. If you guys don't get an Altman latch kit on your F-100, you'll want one sooner or later. like I said, I removed the emissions. All you gotta do is plug off the EGR. Made myself an EGR block off plate, and I am only using 2 out of the 4 stock O2 sensors. The rear 2 after cats were programmed out. Cruise control is removed, and anti-lock brakes are removed, and I will be using the AC that came with the Explorer, but using probably a vintage air to match up with it.